My name's Eric. When I'm not touring the world in our rock band, I live my life right here in Toledo, Ohio, the city I love. So come with me as we explore all kinds of music around the area. This is Rise Up. Hey everybody, welcome to that magical mystery Glass City tour that we call Rise Up, the show that features the coolest in Toledo music, musicians, places, things that are music, things that are kind of like music, whatever it is, we're going to show it. Today's show, great television program. I always try to present you the best. Today is no different. We'll be hanging out with the great, and I mean great, Brent Lowry as we head over to the McCants cabin for some jams from him. Also, we'll be hanging out with one of Toledo's hottest, coolest, raddest, baddest new bands called Pawn Pawn. Wait till you check them out. Also, we'll be kicking it one more time with the Ohio Recording Company and their singer-songwriter series. But first, there's something pretty cool, and there's something always pretty cool happening over at Culture Clash. Today is no different. We headed out last week to check out what they're up to, something really cool. Let's go check that out now.
So the genesis of Live at Culture Clash, first of all, started well before me. Just the very nature of Culture Clash being a great place for in-stores for bands to come and play live. That was a huge part of what I always loved about Culture Clash. So when I took over, I immediately bought a bunch of microphones and audio equipment, recording equipment, and almost immediately started recording every live event that we have here. So I've been building up those recordings. Both local bands and touring bands come and play, and we record every set. This year for Record Store Day, we brought about the first physical release of Live at Culture Clash, being 2 split LPs featuring 4 total Toledo bands playing right here over the course of the last year. Truth is, one of the biggest inspirations for this, as well as the partner for this project, has been Little Elephant, recording company and lathe cut vinyl cutting business in Toledo. Rob Courtney, buddy of mine, has helped me along every step of the way, helping me make sure I know how to properly record these in stores, helps me mix and master these and cut them in real time on his high quality lathe machine. That means that, again, for every 5-minute song that's played here, it takes 5 minutes to cut those grooves into this record. Again, we chose to put it on clear vinyl, make it, pop a little bit better. But again, Little Elephant being such a tremendous partner along this whole process, making sure, again, that we've got these records available that showcase local music, recorded locally, cut locally, and available here at your local record store. So again, prior to Record Store Day, I wanted to make sure to work with all of these artists, all these bands. We started talking. Actually, Kate from Violent Bloom was great enough to do all of the album artwork for both split LPs. She did a phenomenal job. And again, working with Little Elephant, they were able to help us make sure that these are an affordable addition to your collection. So available here at the store for $22. And then all proceeds after the cost to make these things are split between the record store as well as the individual bands that played. So we make sure these local artists are appreciated and valued accordingly, and we have the ability to continue to invest in exactly these types of exciting projects. So we got 25 copies of each of these split LPs. Again, 2 bands on either side. 1 band that played this year on Record Store Day here in the store, and the other side being a band that played last year on Record Store Day. So the timing of these Live at Culture Clash releases is also really great because it showcases the fine work of Aaron Coons, who has been helping me kind of rebrand and refresh the store. We took inspiration from the original and iconic Culture Clash look and kind of evolved it to something new. And again, all of that kind of culminated on Record Store Day this year, which again is a great boost to help keep Live at Culture Clash moving into the future. So now that we've done these initial releases, both focused on Record Store Day here at Culture Clash, now we're going to open that up and start working on additional split LPs. Again, it's a good way to bring attention to more than one artist at one time, keep the costs low, and again, give those artists something that they can sell when they play shows, as well as, again, something here that showcases what we do. So next up, No official announcement yet, but we have such a variety of musicians and bands play here at Culture Clash that kind of the indie folk and the pop and the electronic pop that you hear on these first two splits, not necessarily going to dictate the sound of future Live at Culture Clash releases. We commonly have hardcore metal rock bands playing here, so I would expect that the next Live at Culture Clash release is going to have the volume turned up a little bit, and hopefully that paves the way for compilations and other things that show off the traveling bands, not from Toledo, that play right here in our store.
Thank you to the good people at Culture Clash, the hub of all things cool in Toledo. Man, I love that idea. I love the idea of spotlighting all the cool music around the area and making something really special to walk away with. All right, coming up after the break, we're going to kick it with one of Toledo's hottest new bands, Pawn Pawn. Stick around. All right, welcome back to Rise Up. Hey, it's time for us to kick it with one of the coolest new bands around, Pawn Pawn. Let us go now.
And who are you again?
We are Pawn Pawn.
Cool.
Influences, a lot of Fleetwood Mac, The Cure, like old school Cure, old school kind of 80s stuff. Not that we necessarily sound exactly like that, but one person said we sound like kind of a dark take on Fleetwood Mac's Rumors, which I didn't pay them to say or anything, but it was somewhat accurate and flattering.
We initially got together to try and make a 80s action movie soundtrack for a movie that didn't exist.
But then as we got kind of closer
all
into
changed,
it,
yeah.
By the end we'd kind of honed into on a plan of basically trying to push each other to write outside of our strengths.
Right.
So most of these songs came from a strange set of rules that were don't do what you're good at.
Right.
We decided, we would poke each other and be like, nope, that's a go-to for you. That sounds like something you've done before.
Mm-hmm.
Stop it.
Yeah.
So we really struggled to try to make something that was original to us.
True.
wrote the songs, and then we're like, all right, what does this fit in with? We didn't go in thinking we were writing to a genre.
Yeah, we had to find what genre we were after the record was out.
There's different feel to a lot of the songs. Like I would say, Lightning off the new album is more of a dark wave type song, and Be Cool is more new wave feeling. So yeah, Pixies a little bit. So but yeah, it's hard to nail down. In one of our previous bands, we thought we were a genre, and then actually got ripped apart in one of the local newspapers for not being the genre we thought we were. So I get nervous about labeling ourselves, so that's why we're going with like 8 different labels. That way no one fan base can decide we're imposters.
Right.
Thanks, guys. Pon Pon, thank you for your patience.
Thank you very much to Pon Pon. Love that band. They're awesome. Look out for them. They're playing all over the place. They're super great. Speaking of great, let's head out to Wauseon, Ohio, to one of the coolest venues around, McCann's Cabin, and kick it with a dude named Brent Lowry, who lays down some of the finest country you've ever heard. Let's go now.
This is one of my songs I wrote. I actually wrote this one about a month ago. This is called Shrinking Came Back Again. Well, just when I thought I couldn't take it anymore, there she came walking through the door. My heart stopped and sadness came rushing in. This just might be the reason my drinking came back again. Well, she looked at me as she holds him tight, the man who replaced my old shining light. Tonight may be the night I return to sin. Oh, she might be the reason the drinking came back again. Oh, I wanna get high so I don't sing too low. Once I was happy, now I don't know where to go. Lately this town a place I should have never been. Oh, I know if I stay, my drinking will come back again. Till I saw her face, all those memories I tried to replace, they all came back along with all the pain. Oh, now maybe I knew all along my drinking would come back again. Oh, I wanna get high so I don't sing too low. Once I was happy in love, now I don't know where to go. Lately this town a place I should have never been. Oh, I know if I stay, my drinking will come back again. don't sing too low. Oh, once I was happy in love, now I don't know where to go. I may leave this town, a place I should have never been. Oh, I know if I stay, by train, we'll come back again.
All right, Brent, thanks for being on the show. I love that voice. I love those songs. I love that venue. All right, coming up after the break, we're going to kick it with another Ohio Recording Company singer-songwriter series, this time from the great Libby DeCamp. Stick around. Welcome back to Rise Up. My name is Eric O. Let's head out to the Ohio Recording Company for some great music from Libby DeCamp.
Shoot 'em up, hats off, blast off faster while you can. Go top of the land and ride along over water, Woodsby Dam. Light the torch of their clan. And if you're getting dizzy, something to blame, so they run ragamuffin. Numbers, numbers, plunder, plunder now. Gonna take them downtown. Unholy rolling off the wagon, but that's nothing to feel shame for now. Yes, they're rolling off the wagon. I'm trying to figure out how.
All right, thank you to Brendan Willis and all the great people at the Ohio Recording Company. We really appreciate it, and thanks for the quality stuff. All right, let's head back out to McCann's cabin and one more jam for Brent Lowry.
All right. Yeah, I guess you're right. We need a verse on it. Yeah, it would definitely be a good verse.
This is a Jimmy Johnson song here. Well, I live Montgomery on North 65. I was restless and ready to give Nashville a try. Well, I rode into town.
All right, that does it for us for another episode of Rise Up. We're already working on the next one. We love you, Toledo. We love you, Toledo surrounding areas, and we'll see you next time. Peace, 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 peace.